What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. It is windy, cold, and it's flurrying right now, but we need to get this sucker into my garage. Yeah, look at that LB7 smoke, baby. Because it's freaking America Day, that's why. I'm just really hoping I have enough space here for the car. I should. It looks like today I've got everybody's favorite little kid as a helper. Can you say hi, Kins? Hey! So my parents got that one. I picked up this one. And then this one is for my nephew, Kaysen. And my older brother, Christopher, is actually going to work on this with Kaysen for Kaysen to ride. And they also got thrown in the deal this Harley chopper that doesn't run. This is really tight with the Camaro in here and the Warrior back there, but I have a video coming up on this thing, and let's just say we're going to be clearing room out of the garage so the Warrior, the cart, the motorcycle, everything has room. Alrighty guys, it is now the next day and my assistant is taking me out. So we're gonna get this car outside and we're gonna get the body taken off. And I did buy a new pull cord for the Briggs & Stratton motor that is on this, which getting the body off is honestly gonna help us out big time, because then we'll be able to figure out what else is wrong other than me snapping this and not even being able to hear this one run yet. As stated in the last video, it looks like we have 8 of these flathead screws going around the body and bolts. And down here, you can see there's a nut on them. So let's get all these off, and hopefully that's how simple it is with getting this whole body off. Is 3 on each side, 1, 2, 3, 2 in the back, and then 3 on the adjacent side. Yeah, we're gonna get this body off. That should be the only thing that was holding it on. Let's hope and pray that that's the case. I'm gonna set it to the side over here and hopefully not gnar it up. Oh dude, that's light as hell. That's perfect. Sweet, that was really easy. I might actually change out the system that they had for the bolts here just to make something that's going to be a little bit quicker. But now we can obviously see our fuel tank, we can see everything back here, and truthfully this really doesn't look gnarred up. The front end looks like it was actually replaced. The front of this looks like somebody probably smashed the front of this at some point. They made their own bracket on the front. It's not the blue. You can see that the welds are kind of boogered. I'm actually going to show you guys that. You guys can actually see welds here are not the greatest. Some stuff are kind of falling apart, but you can definitely tell that this was added on, which makes me feel like that's why the body's kind of in nicer shape. They ran it without it, and this part was replaced, which is okay. I mean, we'll just have to re-tack this on as best as we can. This definitely was added. So while we had the body off, and we're going to be doing everything in the body, we can take care of this. Truthfully, I am completely okay. I kind of figured that this would be replaced, that it would be really gnarred up. So honestly, it's a bonus to see that this was replaced. People have a tendency, especially like if little kids are riding it, you're riding someplace and you're gonna smash into things. A lot of people take these bodies off just to preserve the bodies and run them without it. So that is a good thing. I did notice as I was tearing off the body, this front corner is pretty chunked up here, which is okay. You know, we're not looking for perfection here. but there are no visible like distinct cracks on this body. So I'm actually going to get this body inside the garage, have it elevated someplace, and then we're going to take a better look at this motor. So from the looks of it, to get to be able to replace the pull cord on this, it looks like there's actually normally 4 bolts, one here, one here. Obviously we're missing this one in the back down here, which is missing, and then one on the front side down here. So I'm actually going to take those 2 bolts off real quick and might replace it this video, not sure yet, but let's get to it. All right, so we got this piece off of the motor. Let's see here, I want to try to balance that so it don't fall. So as you can see there, we're opened up. The only thing that really bothers me and kind of sucks is you can't add fuel with the body on. And I want to come up with like a quicker, easier way to get the body on and off of this car, because ultimately we want to run with the body on the track if it's adults running that aren't under the influence of any type of Yeti, which is sitting back there. But this did have this custom like storage box put on here. Now I'm thinking we drill like a couple holes down inside there. 3 beers can fit. 3 beers can fit. Might even take this flap off. Nah, we'll keep it on. With the 3 holes, we can throw ice in there with the beer, and then while you're running, whatever water comes out just goes right down on the track. So game plan wise, I could just replace the pull cord out right now, but I really want to do like a full video on replacing the pull cord, just due to the fact that it is a Briggs & Stratton. So this same motor and replacing a pull cord is pretty standard for like anything that has a pull cord when it comes to a tiller, a mower, a go-kart, anything like that, weed whacker. I really want to do like an individual video showing how to do that and get that done right. I don't know if you guys can see inside here. You can see it up top. You can see the knot that is inside there, and then you can see the fraying kind of right up on the top as to where it snapped. So one of the biggest things is figuring out your length that you need. So basically what we'll end up doing is I'll end up taking this string that was on it before, which actually looks like it may have been the original pull cord that was on it, because it does have the Briggs & Stratton emblem on there. So I'm assuming that that was the original, which you guys can see it's pretty nasty, pretty old. I did pick up one. If you guys ever break a pull cord on anything like that, you can go to Lowe's. They're like $5-6 to get a pull cord. So with that, I'm going to take my measurement of the length of this plus the stuff that is still inside there, inside the housing, and we'll get this thing back together, hopefully get it running. And once we get it running, then we'll probably put the body back on it just so I can run it with the body on it. My dad did say that getting mine fired up, they had to use starter fluid. So we'll have to look into that, figure out what we need to do, what we need to clean up, kind of service. I'd like to do fresh oil, everything like that. So we'll really dig into that probably in the next video. We'll probably do the pull string, and then the video after that, I'm really hoping to have this thing back together, running, so we could take it, run it, rip it up and down the road. Because like I said, in comparison to the Napa car that my parents got, this one is a 5.5 as well, without a governor. The brakes actually work on this one, so that'll be really fun to just kind of cruise up and down the road, kind of get like a top speed run. I did download an app that tracks based off of GPS location, saying your speed. I'm thinking with the 5.5 on it, with the body on it and me inside of it, I would probably bet to say we'll probably hit like 20 to 25. And you guys can quote me on that. That is my guess. That's what I'm thinking. You know, once we do finally get this thing running and on the road in probably the next 2 videos, my guess is between 20 and 25. I know it's kind of a broader range, but eventually the goal is to pick up a Harbor Freight Predator 212. Not gonna do any different stages on it right out the gate. Might do like a stage 1 kit eventually. But eventually we would like to get a 212 on here without having to change up too much on the cart. Once it's running and everything is good, I want to maybe, you know, get it running out and maybe do the first couple passes once our family gets the track together and stuff like that. Do a couple passes with this motor and then pull this motor, keep this motor as a spare for the other karts. Like I said, the Napa car has a newer 5.5. The Pabst Blue Ribbon car has a 4 horsepower. So who knows, maybe my brother might want to swap this motor out onto that, so that way everybody's kind of in the same realm. But the Predator 212 is a 6.5 horsepower. So not that it's a competition or anything like that, but we'll most likely have a little bit of a power advantage. My little brother actually has a go-kart, doesn't have a NASCAR body on it, but he has a go-kart that does have the Predator 212 on it. So that is another kart that you guys are going to see up and running and up at the track. So if this was your first time watching a video on the channel, guys, I hope you give this video a big thumbs up. It's actually kind of nice to see that the front end was replaced on this thing. That's one less thing that I have to take care of. We're definitely doing a lot of work to this body and making our own custom paint scheme. So if you guys want to see the whole process of this and follow the process of the other cars as the other people in the family do what they want to do to the cars, and then obviously the next time we go up to the camp in New York, we will all be working hard at knocking everything out and getting a little track together for everybody to rip around on. If you aren't already subscribed, make sure you do so, and I will catch you guys in the next one. See ya.